Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy Podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast would love to welcome Vosqueros Gang as our official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. Vosqueros Game has all your custom stickers, your custom towels, your custom tumblers, anything you need to represent your team, such as those Dallas Cowboys or even those hated San Francisco 49ers. Vosqueros Gangs have you. You can find them on all social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Vosqueros Gang as our official sponsor of the show. As always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Dominion Custom Clothing. Cowboy fans, if you need your custom suits, your custom sportswear, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company for you. Dominion Custom Clothing also offers a free mobile service to your home, to your business for suit fittings and fabric showing. Dominion Custom Clothing has been a clothier in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for the last 20 years. So if you need that suit for the night out on the town or the tuxedo for the prom or special occasions, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company you have been looking for, and is always Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace.
No substitute for winning. I know that's a cliche, but we must win. We will win. Win is the name of the game.
Check it out.
From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, Cholo Town, El Paso, is 21. Armando 21. And from the capital city of Texas, it's our man, Retrofit Sports. Hook 'em, it's Rue. And the player personnel director of the Cowboy Up podcast. Welcome, Kuiper A.Z. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520.
It's time to finish this fight, cause this is our year. The name of the game is win, we them Cowboys. First down, second down, we them Cowboys. Third down, touchdown, we them Cowboys. Everybody over here be some Cowboys. We be die hard, we be die hard.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Say, man, y'all know what today is. Today is Tuesday. What happens on Tuesday? It's the Cowboy Up podcast. And man, let me introduce the crew to you. To my right, to my left, to my left, to my right, to my right, to my left. From Cholo Town, 915. El Paso, Texas. This is my homeboy, 21. Armando, 21. What's up, 21?
What is going on, fellas? It's Tuesday. You guys know what's up, man. It's Tuesday, Cowboy Up Podcast. And as always, tell your friends about us. Big shout out to the homie Mikey, but we good, man. You know, we got the draft out the way. OTAs around the corner. Let's go, man. It's a good time for us football fans, right?
Right. And man, from the hill country of Texas, the capital city, it's my man Retrofit Sports. Hook 'em! It's Root. What's up, baby?
Hey man, Stars won. So I feel good. About to move on. It is what it is. Let's keep it pushing, baby. Stars up.
Stars up. And man, from the great state of Arizona, it's the player personnel director, the star of the show last Thursday. It's our man Kuiper AZ. What's up, Kuiper?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's happening? And man, it's our man. He has graced us. He's graced the stage. It's your man. We ain't come to see you, Otis. It's our man, Mike. 520. What's up, Mike?
Take that shit to Canada. Ain't nobody get football hockey. It's a football fucking show.
Believe you me, though, if Arizona was even a little bit relevant, you'd have Mikey on this show all of a sudden with his 1995 Arizona Coyote shirt on, talking about, I've always liked the Coyotes. I've always liked the Coyotes. You know,
Hey,
it's Arizona,
Good. Hey,
man.
guilty as charged.
Arizona.
Guilty as charged.
Don't
They
be
Guilty
mad.
as charged.
Like the third worst
Hey.
team in hockey. Don't be
Hey,
mad,
hey,
bro. I be
We
mad.
don't go for you. They left us. They left us. We don't love hockey. Believe
I
that.
gave you a violin. I didn't give you the small one. I gave you a regular size violin at least.
Ain't nobody give a fuck about hockey. That was the fastest goal in history.
Let Arizona get relevant, and we'll
Fat.
take this shit and come back to it.
Fastest
Let
goal.
Arizona get
Fastest
relevant.
goal. See, there you go.
9 seconds, baby. And see, now I know you watched. Wyatt Johnson, son. What's good? Now I know you watched, you asshole.
Well, this is why I love when
Yeah.
here he starts shit right off the bat, and ain't nothing like a good barbershop talk, right? Ain't nothing like a good ass barbershop talk. Look, man, I gotta do it. Look, this is when you actually go back and you fucking watch the goddamn draft, and you like, what the fuck has happened? Well, this is what the fuck just happened. I'm gonna tell you exactly what the fuck just happened. All right, hey, Kuiper, real quick, where the Giants go?
I don't see how this is not Abdul Carter.
Pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Abdul Carter.
All right.
It's Will Campbell, dude. They need an offensive lineman. That offensive line got Drake May killed. They can't afford to not protect him.
Yep.
Go.
With the fourth pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Will Campbell.
I'm gonna go with Mason Graham, honestly.
With the fifth pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Mason Graham.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going Genty for the Raiders.
With the sixth pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Ashton Genty.
Left right here is Armand Membo.
With the seventh pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Armand Membo.
No way.
Webster.
Fuck it. No, give me Ted McMillan. I'm changing my pick. Give me Ted.
Think you're right, Kuiper.
With the eighth pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Teteroa McMillan.
You motherfucker, man.
Damn. I think the Niners go defensive line here.
They're going Walker.
No, they're not going tight end, but I think they do go edge rusher here. Jalen Walker is the best available, but he's a 3-4 linebacker, and the Niners run a 4-3. I'm gonna go with Michael Williams here. I think this is the spot he goes.
With the 11th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Michael Williams, defensive end.
They don't have a single defensive lineman. Give me Kenneth Grant.
The 2025 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Kenneth Grant.
Holy shit!
No way.
Just like
Coach is up, who you got, Kuiper?
This is Tyler Warren. This has Tyler Warren written all over it.
All right.
Indianapolis
Kaepernick
Colts
fell.
Tyler Warren.
Tyler Warren.
Yeah. I think they need a replacement for Chris Godwin. Give me a Mika Ibuka.
Buccaneers select Emeka Ibuka.
Bro.
Real quick, who you think the Vikings going?
Offensive guard, Donovan Jackson.
2025 NFL Draft.
The cornerback's going to
The
go on.
Minnesota Vikings select Donovan Jackson, guard.
About time.
Kuiper.
I think this is Jackson Dart.
New York Giants. With the 25th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Jackson Dart,
Yeah.
Mississippi.
Okay, but hey, real quick, Kuiper, where you think the Falcons going?
I'm gonna go with James Pierce. Let's see them double down. I want to double down on edge.
With the 26th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select James Pierce Jr.,
Oh,
defensive end, Tennessee.
got him again, son.
Malaki Stark.
Easy.
With the 27th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Malachi Starks, defensive back.
He got it again.
Mock draft after mock draft. Now we're seeing
That will be tomorrow's story.
Yeah, Campbell.
Eagles pick. Here comes the commissioner.
Yep.
The Kansas City Chiefs have traded the 31st pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 31st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select
John
Jamal
Campbell.
Campbell.
All right, man. We got to do this. Who got the best fucking player personnel director? Kuiper, I'm gonna tell you, man. When I was watching it, and I didn't even put two. I didn't put pick 1 and 2 on there. I didn't pick pick 1 and 2. Okay. The best player personnel director anywhere. Say, man, thank you for being on the Cowboy Up podcast. If anybody else,
yeah.
thank you.
You're
fam.
welcome. You're welcome.
No, you ain't got to do it. Bro, you was in your element. You was on fire, bro. It was awesome. Hey, man, I wish we could do that once a month, man, where you can just go there. Crazy. Go ahead, Ru. I see you.
Can I address this?
Yes.
I have to. And Mr. Robert, no disrespect whatsoever. But I'm telling you right now, there ain't nothing but integrity with this. This man was at least a solid 30 seconds behind us because we got on live before that show and got everybody's time on the TV because whoever had the fastest TV was going to be the one that was going to play it in terms of the timing for when it was broadcasted. This man was a solid 30 seconds behind us.
At least.
And we can hear the TVs, bro. So I'm telling you right now, not only did he do this last year, which is also documented, this is 2 years in a row. This is not the first time he's done this. This is 2 years in a row that this man has come on this show and we're sitting down, we're watching, and say whatever you want, but you get through the first 5 picks, cool. Because a lot of times it's understood, right? A lot of times you get through those first 5 picks, a lot of things are understood. But we're at pick 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, to 20. And I'm just like, bro. And a lot of times he doesn't even have time to think what is happening? Because we're literally like, oh, hey, pick's about to come up. Who's gonna be real quick, Kuiper? I bet it's so and so. Sure as shit, 30 seconds later, it's coming out so and so. And I'm just like, I'm telling you right now, believe it, don't believe it. It really makes no difference to me. I've watched this man do it twice. I wish I could bet live as it was fucking happening, but I live in Texas, so it is what it is. But 2 years straight, I've watched this man do this. And deny it if you want. I wish you could sit on the couch with him, because I'm telling you right now, he don't even have a damn notebook. He just sitting there like, all right. This is who left. I don't even know what he's thinking, because to comprehend that shit, like, how do you even keep that many names in your head? Like, I'm just like, bro, I'm getting
weeks and
that,
weeks
man.
and weeks of research.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you right now, there is no gimmick, there's no game. The man is just literally spitting shit out as it happens. It is what it is. Believe it or not. Believe it or not.
I'm glad you said that, Rube, because it is on a lot. I had somebody else comment and said that he was cheating, and I was like, don't question my man's integrity.
No. Bro,
he be on fire. He just on fire, bro. I mean, look, we don't put out.
It's not like he was right every time.
No,
I mean, shit. Will Howard was his like kryptonite there for a minute.
Yeah.
Will Howard,
For real.
Will Johnson. Will Howard or Will Johnson?
Excuse me. I'm sorry. You're right, Mikey. Will Johnson. Will Johnson was his kryptonite for a couple rounds, because it was just like, why aren't they picking this guy? Right. So say what you want. He wasn't batting 1,000, but when you hit like 17, 18 picks throughout 32, over 50, bro, you're nailing it. You're nailing it. I challenge anybody to do that shit. You won't see the damn commentators on ESPN get that close.
The pros wasn't doing it, but we did it right here on this show.
Yes, sir.
We did it on this show right here. We did it right here. I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna brag on my boy wherever I go. He did it, damn it. He did it, and we gonna give him his damn flowers. Even though
You're welcome.
You're
welcome.
Cardinal fan, we still love him.
Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome.
You gotta have integrity to stick with a team like the Cardinals, bro. You gotta have
Shit.
You got to.
We ain't going into all of that. We're not going into all of that.
Mikey, and let me give you thank you too, because Mikey said this, man, before Kuiper, you even came on the show. He said, man, we need to get my son on, bro. His football mind is crazy. You're gonna love it. Mikey said this, bro. He said, man, the conversations we have, bro, I wish everybody could be a part of it. And he said, Chris, do you mind if he come on? I said, do I mind? This is our show. This
the
ain't
funny
my
thing,
show, our shit.
The funny thing is, this started with not the last draft, but the draft before, right? Because me and him were live drafting it together. Right? This is before we were on the other show, right? And the other show didn't do a draft. So me and him we had a live, not a live, we had like a FaceTime together. And I swear to God, it started our conversation. And who was it with? It was the Chargers. It was with the Chargers. Left tackle. What's his name? Jesus Lord.
Later or
Slater. This is I wanted LaShawn. I wanted Slater, but we ended up getting Micah Parsons, and you picked that we were getting Micah Parsons. But this is in our own FaceTime. And after I got off the phone with you after like 20 some picks, I was like, I need to get this dude on the show. Or when we got our own show, that's when I realized, like, you know what, this was gonna happen on the draft, and the rest is history.
Man, I equate this to two things, Kuiper. This is what I equate it to. Your intelligence, number one, okay, and your passion for football. Because you got passion for football to do what you did, right? To remember the names, or remember how different teams defense. He said, man, the best one I love, he said, man, the 49ers run a 3-4. I mean, a 4-3. he's a 3-4 linebacker, so they're gonna pick such and such. And bam, I was like, this. Oh, bro. Hey, watch it, guy. You deserve one, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you should see how he's hollering at the TV when he's watching a game. I remember that how the house would be when there was a Cowboy game on one room and a Cardinal game in the other room. There is a sound ordinance, and that sound ordinance was broken on Sunday mornings. Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, Kuiper, let's get started, man. Let's start it with you. Let's start this damn
Hell
show,
yeah.
man. We're 21 minutes in, but we had to give you some love, bro. We had to.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So, man, we're gonna start with you, brother. The Cowboys' #1 pick, man, first round pick, that number 12 overall. The Cowboys didn't go skill position; they went big boy. They went guard. Tyler Booker from the University of Alabama. Give me your thoughts. I know we just briefly talked about it on the draft show, but let's go a little bit stuff, man. What do you think about the Cowboys picking Tyler Booker?
At the time of the pick, it really what crossed my mind was this early, really. But if you really look at what happened at the rest of the draft, he was always going to be a top 15 or before 20 pick. He was never going to make it past 20 at all. So for me, he's a nasty player, a nasty guard with such power. I love the replacement that they got for Zach Martin. The only thing I wish is they move Tyler Smith to left tackle and play Mr. Nasty next to him, because that's going to be one hell of an interior.
Yeah, God, man, that's a dream of mine too. 21. What did you think, man? I want your initial reaction, because I know what mine was. It was all over my face. But what was your initial reaction, brother?
You read my mind, big fella. That's what I was gonna lead off with. Is at first I was surprised, right? I think everybody was kind of surprised. You know, they went guard when the expectations were otherwise, right? We saw other holes that we thought were bigger, and we said, okay, they're going this way. No, they're going this way. You know, and we went guard. You know, so at first it was like okay, but then as the days went on, and you start hearing about this dude and how much he's a leader, and this man is ready to play, and just by him for his first interviews, you can tell he's passionate about it. He loves being a Cowboy, so that's always a plus, and he sounds like he's ready, and he's one of those players that started throwing championships out there, right? So so let's do it.
All right, Rue. Your initial thoughts, man, when you heard the name, because 21 kind of said it, man. They going guard here, and I was like, please be wrong, 21. But what was your initial reaction when the name was called?
At first thought, it was damn guard, like this early. And then in my head, I immediately I went from that to immediately thinking of Zach Martin, and in my head, I was just like, this is Zach Martin. This is what they think of this kid to take a guard at 12. And I don't know why I went straight to him, but it was like that was like first thought after the initial thought. And because that's kind of what he's going to be looked upon and compared to if you think about it as we move forward. Yeah. But when I look at him now, dude, he reminds me of Marshawn Lynch as a lineman. That dude talking about running through somebody's face, taking the love out of the game out of your eye. I love that. I love that. And I feel like him and Brock are going to be buddies. I feel like him and Brock are going to be chopping it up, and they're going to be buddies. And the leadership and the fact that he was a captain for his team and everything that comes with everything that, his attitude, his energy going up to the stage. He was excited, man. He was pumped. Like he was getting it. going up there. Like he ran his 40 time running up to that stage. So
Right.
it was cool to see. And at the end of the day, you know, I was really attracted by the frosting, but by the time we got to draft day, I wanted O-lineman anyway. That's what I wanted. In my head, it was always going to be a tackle, but I'm glad we got this kid, and I'm thinking that he's going to be a very special player for us.
All right, Mikey, your initial thoughts, man, when Tyler Booker was announced.
Well, first of all, thanks for getting a haircut this week, Mondo. Thanks for getting a haircut this week. Anyway, so we got all attracted like bugs to the light with how much the wide receiver got kicked in our brain, right? Like that's what we needed. Teteroa. So when our initial reaction was when we got this kid, you know, it wasn't a letdown, but it was like this exhale where but you realize, you know, sometimes when you leave the sneaker store after you see all the sneakers around and the sneakers are on your feet, you're like, damn, these are fresh. But it's exactly what you needed. This is exactly what we needed. We needed to build from the line, and everything about this kid. And Ruth said it best. He was a captain on one of the best teams and the best mauling teams in America, where he faces teams like LSU, teams like Texas, teams like Georgia, where we don't have to guess. It's on the goddamn tape. It's on the goddamn tape that he sees Kirby Smart's exotic blitzes and sees the best linebackers out of LSU from Florida, sees the best of the best, which his counterparts are the ones that got drafted, and he handled them. He didn't give up a sack his last year. He's not quick-footed, but like they said, he's perfect. When we got the best line coach out of college, and now we got the best line coach out of the pros. I'm excited, and I'm excited that he's an anchor. And if it sucks that Mr. Nasty might be on the bench, but at the same time, we have Mr. Nasty in our pocket as the best swing guard and fucking center. I like our depth. It's just the only question marks are guiding, but we're not talking about that now. But as far as him, put him in and let's go, baby. I'll let you guys go. I'm getting another call. I'll be back on, guys. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, my initial reaction was dissatisfied. I was dissatisfied, and the reason why I was dissatisfied is because of no help at receiver, no help at running back. I wanted somebody elite to help out our other stars on offense, because last year the Cowboys, even when Dak was healthy, we struggled to get in the end zone, and we struggled because we had no playmakers other than CD Lamb. Now that y'all know me, I love the big boys. I'm 330 myself. Played interior line my whole damn life. I love the big boys. But my initial reaction was disappointment, because I wanted somebody to help out CD. We know CD gonna catch 1,000 balls and have almost 2,000 yards. But remember, at the end of the season, he was so banged up. We weren't making the playoffs, so they had to shut him down. I'm glad they shut him down, because he could have got hurt worse. Because I would have been happy with Warren, the tight end from Penn State at that. I would have been happy there, because we even talked about it in our mock draft. Man, this dude could be Gronkowski all over again. And can you imagine if we had a Gronkowski in this offense? Okay, and if you didn't want to go tight end, okay, we had Golden, we had Ibuka, we had a lot of these slot guys with speed, and that's the only reason my initial reaction was disappointment. Now, after you think about it, I understand why, but I didn't like it. So that was me. I didn't like it because I thought we had more glaring needs than guard. And I said on my TikTok, I was like, what does Brock Hoffman have to do other than kill somebody to get in the starting lineup? Because when our Hall of Famer got hurt last year, Brock Hoffman got in the game. Mr. Nasty Time started punching people in the mouth, starting fights. Guess who started running the ball better?
Yep.
The Dallas Cowboys.
That offensive line got better.
I'll tell you what.
That's why I was not happy about guard, because they because Brock was gonna start at center last year. They drafted BB. Okay, all right, whatever. So BB played decent. He did. I ain't gonna shit on BB. He played decent. Okay, so now a Hall of Famer retired. Brock filled in for him. Now they go and draft another. I was like, what does he got to do? I'm like, I thought the man proved himself 2 years in a row. He should be a starter. So that's why my initial reaction was disappointment. Brew, you want to say?
All I was going to say is I got 4 names. I got 4 names that I'm going to keep a very close eye on that I would have wanted in that spot other than possibly the guard. And that's Kenneth Grant. That's Tyler Warren. That's Walker, who I really, really wanted in that spot. Walker was really the guy I wanted in that spot. Yeah. And Jahdae Barron. Now, because of what we did later, Jahdae doesn't sting as much.
Right.
But Jahdae's still a name. And I'm telling you right now, the Broncos got a gift.
Oh, yeah.
The Broncos got an absolute gift in Jahdae Barron. I don't want to get in. I don't want to make it a Longhorn show, but I'm just saying.
Right. So now, after your initial reaction, okay, now 21, you thought about it. So do you like the pick?
I like the pick. Pick. I didn't think like Rue had thought. Rue had said earlier how he thought initially after Rip, he thought Zach Martin. I didn't. Right. It kind of set in, after a little bit, and a day or two, and you start watching and seeing this dude, and we lost one of our big pieces. Brock did step up. Why they went that way, I don't know, but depth is always good, right? Mikey spoke about it too. Depth is good, and especially in the trenches, right, where we need it. So, because we've seen how it is to have a rotating line, and it's not fun. We've been there. It's bad for us. It doesn't work, But the good thing is we know we have depth, and it's good. So now I'm happy about it, right? And I was excited overall with the whole draft, right? But we'll get into that. So but I like this kid.
Now, Kuiper, you gave us your initial reaction. So do you like the pick now, or are you indifferent?
I only like the pick if Tyler Warren gets moved out to left tackle. If he gets moved out to left tackle, beautiful pick. He wasn't gonna last very long after you guys. I love it. But if Tyler Warren stays at guard, it's such an iffy pick to me, because I think Tyler Warren or
Tyler Smith.
Any one of those.
Tyler Smith? You're talking about Tyler Smith?
No, I'm talking about the draft picks that were there other than him.
Oh, Tyler.
If any of those other kids would have been a lot more impactful than the difference between Brock Hoffman and Tyler Booker. But if they do move him, beautiful pick. If not, it's still questionable to me. But your guys' new offensive coordinator is going to call a lot of run plays, a lot of power plays, and those require a anchor somewhere around the line. Love the fact that that's exactly what he is. He's gonna be that anchor for those power plays, and it's gonna be beautiful to watch.
Oh, that's music to my ears right now.
Yeah, so I just got the best phone call ever, and I hope old right here. I guess my son is playing spring football and putting the brass down and getting some grass under his cleats, and I'm happy about that. Very happy about that. So this year we have a supportive big brother in the house. Anyway, with this pick and what it does, it's just it's really like it's really coming to fruition. The culture that Shadi said, we're building the greatest culture in football history. Isn't that one of his quotes? So the football culture and moving bodies and dual blocks and getting these offensive linemen like the frosting to the cake. Let me have them cake. Let me have that yams. Let me have that thickness. And that's what we're getting. And as much as we got sucked into the sexiness, I just love this. I fucking love this.
All right. Okay. So, Kuiper, let's talk about round 2. Now, round 2, I'm like, okay, I'm locked in at running back. I'm locked in. I'm like, we gotta go. We gotta get something to lead. We couldn't go. I'm thinking to myself, we can't get past round 2 without a running back. That was my initial thought. But we went edge. We went Donovan, and please help me pronounce Donovan's last name correctly.
Izaraku.
Izaraku. Okay. From the University of Boston College.
Man, it should be easier for you, Bubba. You're from the motherland.
What?
You guys got ties to the motherland. Keep going.
ISIS will be at your door.
Wait.
ISIS will be at your door tonight. Anyway.
ISIS. That's terrible.
Look, behave, Mikey. Now, Izaraku basically didn't he have the most pressures in college football? This
sacks. 16 and a half sacks.
Yeah, sacks.
60, not the pressures. He finished the play. 16 and a half sacks.
Okay. 16 and a half sacks. So they went edge. So what was your initial thoughts on Donovan?
This was the best available pick. Absolutely best available, because at the time the only other player that was above him was Will Johnson, Mike Green, but everybody had Will Johnson off. Mike Green has a couple of allegations, so this was definitely best available. I like him as a pass rush specialist for the Dallas Cowboys, opposite of Mike Parsons. He's not built for a 4-3. He's skinny and lame. He's lengthy, but he's skinny. The only reason I think he'll do better than Jalen Walker would have done, than any of those other guys who are small, is his really long arms. He has really long arms, and he can set that edge. So to me, this was great pass rush specialist. It'll be interesting to see how they mix in Nealon with him. I like the pick though.
Yeah. Okay. Rue, what did you think about our second round pick, brother?
I feel like I'm in love with that DN room right now, which was a big concern for me. It was a big concern for all of us, and now it's kind of sexy, bro. That D-line room just got real sexy. Because I mean, you're looking at Dante Fowler, you're looking at Marshawn Nealon, you're looking at Sam Williams coming back, you're looking at this kid Donovan Izaraku, and obviously we got Micah Parsons. That we had a problem creating pressure. This guy had a first round grade. It felt like a gift. It kind of felt like a gift, just kind of fell into our lap. And at the end of the day, this was something that we definitely needed. And with his pass rush presence, it's definitely something that I'm glad they took advantage of, because like I said, it just looks like a gift to me that just kind of fell out of the sky for them. So it works. But you've got a very nice DN room right now that needs to be aggressive, that needs to put pressure on the quarterback, especially in this division with young quarterbacks in two other teams, which debatable what it's going to be. Russ in the beginning, Dart later, whatever. But if you put pressure on them young quarterbacks, we've seen what happens, especially in year 2 for some. So there's no telling what can happen when you can create consistent pressure, and getting Micah Parsons' help is always good for this team.
All right, Mikey, what did you think about pick 2?
Well, I'm not familiar with. I wasn't familiar with what to me is Big East football or Boston College or ACC football for that matter. So watching in and doing the research of him, as you know, I'm an electrician and I like having a lot of tools. Did Milwaukee, Klein. Well, apparently this guy has all the tools in his bag. He has not just one way to get to the quarterback. He has his chops, he has his rips, he has his spins. He knows how he moves his weight. He has bend, and yes, he's in the 97th percentile with his arms. So his arms, are longer, probably go down to his damn shins. So that creates advantages. No, it's crazy. He could have been a swimmer. You know what I mean? Like he should have been a swimmer. But and he'll do that swim move to freaking tackles. I love how that transitions. So all they're saying, he's a little light in the ass, but ain't nothing that a good football weight room could fix and remedy. But it's making, and I heard that he's not just a pass rusher. He sets the edge and he's a run stopper. Well, then that makes the memory of fucking Tank Lawrence, like fucked his legacy up, motherfucker, get your ass to Seattle, more and more of a memory. So I love it. And again, they stuck to their board as much as I wanted Trayvon Henderson. I think we were pick 12 in the second round, and I was all, well, we could get Junkins, Henderson, or the wide receiver from Missouri in this round. And within the first 8 picks, they were gone. So I was kind of like, shit, I jinxed that. I should never say shit. But this guy for some people was as high as the 23rd player in the draft, or borderline first round, second round, high first round pick, low second round pick. And where we got him, he was the best player for the great value.
Great value. Yes, he was the great value. So my initial thoughts, once again, I was thinking running back, but Mikey, you brought up something, man, and it seemed like we were replacing all our veterans in this draft. So we replaced Zach Martin, right? Okay. So then we come back and we replace Tank Lawrence, right? So I thought this was a replacement draft, not a best player or need. I don't think we needed. Well, yes, we do. We did need a defensive end. I'm not even gonna lie. We do. We need, because only body that can get to the quarterback is Micah. That's the only body that can get there. And we're hoping that Sam Williams will come back healthy. We're hoping, and this will help. Sam also being situational, and also with Donovan with the speed, putting him and Micah and Sam on the same field on third and longs, that may be a pretty deadly thing. So
NASCAR package, baby. Remember the NASCAR package? You saw the Giants win the Super Bowl with it.
Yeah, with the NASCAR package. So that's old Donovan. And Donovan, looking at the highlights, man, he got some speed, the little fumble there. You see him back. He is a lanky kid, but he's kind of built like Sam Williams too, ain't he? Kind of built like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kuiper, do you like his bend?
I actually do. I think he has a really good first step with him too, and he knows how to use leverage. That's the best part about him to me, is he's not going to get bullied around in the run game because he understands how to use his long arms, and that's really the most important thing. If you have an edge rusher that is light but has those long arms, he's going to do good.
Now, one question, Kuiper, how is he in the run game? Because once you got a bunch of speed rushers on the field, they always going to try to run at them.
He holds his own, man. He's not getting bullied. I promise you that. He's not going to get bullied. He plays the run game in a smart way. He's not trying to, take on every single blocker head on. No, he plays it in a very smart way.
All right. So I picked in the third round. It's funny. we actually had a highlight on him. Was
Oh,
it 2 weeks before the draft? We highlighted it. Siobhan Rebel Jr., cornerback from East Carolina, correct? East Carolina.
Yes, sir.
We had him, dude. I was like, I was happy about one thing because we highlighted him and we said it'd be a good fit for the Cowboys. So, Kuiper, tell us about Siobhan Rebel Jr.
Draft steal, absolute steal of the draft. This kid has a late first round talent on him. I understand why every team let him go, but dude, he's Tariq Woolen 2.0. He has the speed. He's 6'3", really, really long athlete, and he has such great mirror to him. He's gonna be he's a good man corner, and he's an even better zone corner. So I think in this system, with Michael Parsons, you got another playmaker. The only thing about him is he's not Trayvon Diggs. He doesn't have those ball skills. He's not gonna pick it up, but he knows and understands how to get those swats all day, every day.
Root, what did you think about it, man? After we highlighted him on the show.
He's my favorite pick of the draft. He's my absolute favorite pick of the draft. I love. He's my favorite pick. I think he's gonna be one of those guys that brings a lot of meaning to this team, and I think that you have to have a good secondary when you're in the NFL. You have to have a good secondary. It is an aerial attack almost everywhere you look, especially when you get to the playoffs. These guys, I know we're talking about run game, and I know the Super Bowl was built on the back of a run game, but I'll tell you what, they were airing the ball out in the Super Bowl. The run game got them there, but the aerial attack got them the win. And at the end of the day, no matter where you look, you have to be able to stop the pass. You have to. And this kid is sticky. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I was on him before the draft. Kuiper put me on this kid. Yeah. Kuiper flat out put us all on this kid.
Yeah, put us on this kid.
The more I watch this kid, the more I'm like, look, I get it. It's East Carolina. But damn it, man, he is like glue on these receivers. They are mad at this man by the end of the game. And I don't want to speak in it. I don't want to overstep. But God bless, man. If he turn into Darrelle Revis, I'm gonna be happy as shit. I know that's saying a lot because Darrelle Revis is the greatest DB to ever play this game.
Whoa with that. A little bit.
The greatest one. You can make the argument. I know you're gonna tell me it's Prime. I know you're gonna tell me it's Deion Sanders. Darrelle Revis was literally an island, and no one has a resume like Darrelle Revis. So I want to say that when I say that, it's real tongue in cheek, but but I'm telling you right now, he has the potential. That man sticks to his people, you know. And just like Kuiper said, he ain't gonna pick it off every time. Whatever, he ain't gonna pick it off a lot or at all. But he gonna swat that damn ball, and they're not gonna catch shit. Nobody's got a stat line like Darrelle Revis in a season, though. Don't talk to me about rings. That's not his job. His job is to do his job, and he did his job better than anybody else.
Yeah.
Well, 21.
No. Well, when there's dead time and we're not talking, we don't have nothing to talk about. We'll revisit that argument.
We can talk about it whenever you want.
Hey, I let y'all have it, man. I let y'all have that one because everybody got their own opinions about it, man. So 21. What did you think about the Cowboys drafting a cornerback in the third?
Just like Kuiper, like our boy Boots on the Ground, Eric told us, they say, hey, that was the draft steal right there. We've gotten lucky on some cornerbacks in the draft, and we have the talent to prove it on the field right now. With Trayvon Diggs, with Bland, we still got a bunch out there, right? We got Carson still there, so this is depth and good depth, right? And the way Rue's talking is, hey, if this guy turns out, man, we it's definitely a steal, and I'm excited for it. That defense, we're building it, and it's looking nice right now.
Okay, Mikey, what did you think? Let me get this out your way, Mikey, because I can see your face. All right.
Nah, sorry. Sorry, no, laptop took a crap, so I'm just having some technical difficulties doing this with my headphones. And I hate to steal your philosophy, big dog, but this is the replacement to Jordan Lewis.
Exactly.
Sorry, dude. Sorry, should have shut up. But this is exactly that. But what got us hit, of course, he tore his ACL in September. You know, and that's a working thing. That's just another injured guy we played. But this is such a Cowboy pick for the simple fact that Dr. Cooper did his surgery. Dr. Cooper is the head medical doctor for the Dallas Cowboys. So he knows what that knee looks like. The Dallas Cowboys had in-depth knowledge of what's going on with him. And I knew we wanted at this point, of course, you know, the urgency for that running back. And for watching running backs go down. But when he picked up, I remember the thread and Kuiper kept saying steal, steal, steal. And we couldn't console the big man because we didn't know what was going to come forward. It's just that's what the urgency was. But this is exactly what we needed. And then again, as much as we shit on the front office and as much as we shit on them, this is what they do. This is what they do and draft. So they stuck to their draft board. They stuck. The great value works in this philosophy. Not all philosophies, but this philosophy. Because the value for the pick and what this guy's ceiling is tremendous. Like Rue's excited, calling him the second coming of Revis Island, which I hope he's right.
I hope, man.
I hope he's right. But you gotta like how sticky this kid is, how tenacious this kid is. And the year before, he was an All-American out of East Carolina. Don't sleep on the Pirates. The Pirates produce football players. But it was just the tone at the time. While we get the pick, it's crazy when the dust is settled. This is one of the best picks the Cowboys have gotten. And once again, Will McClay and the scouting department hitting home runs. Hitting home runs. They're driving the ball and hitting doubles. And that wins games.
All right. Well, I knew one person was really excited on Saturday. When the pick, I was in the car, you know, listening to the radio, and the Cowboys actually decided to take a running back. We were like, well, it's about damn time. It took you 5 rounds to make you say, hey, we actually do need one. And the pick was Jadon Blue.
You my boy, Blue.
You're my boy.
Of Texas. So we'll start with Kuiper. Kuiper, what did you think about Blue getting to the Cowboys?
I like the fit, honestly, because to me, he is an electric running back. He's an elusive. He's the lightning to somebody's thunder. And that's exactly what I've been saying that the Cowboys need is a lightning to their thunder, because to me, their thunder is Javonte Williams. Even though some people might disagree, I like Javonte. I think he's going to be good for them. But this guy he has a real shot day one to either be the second in a 50-50 snap or whatever the role that they do. He has a chance to be a day one starter, honestly, especially with this offensive line, especially with how much this team is going to run the ball. I love the fit. Love it. And honestly, everybody's mad that they didn't get running back earlier. All the running backs kept going before the Dallas Cowboys. They had to trade up if they wanted one because they were just going one right after the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said before the draft, and the same thing happened last year. I kept saying that. So, Rue, when Blue was taken, man, what did you think about Blue?
You know, I'm excited about Blue. But I'm also realistic about Blue because the bottom line is the man had 4 fumbles last year, 3 that were lost. So he got to hold on to that damn ball. But I'll tell you this, man, when push came to shove in those playoffs, he really showed up. Blue showed up, man. Blue gave us the home run punch against Ohio State. Blue gave us the home run punch against Clemson. Blue gave us the home run punch. I mean, he was all over the field when the time mattered and when it really counted. He showed up and he really showed out. And it's a real testament to Blue. But you know, when I look at Blue, in my head, I'm like, are they thinking because of the body type? Because I mean, 5'9", 196. You know, and to be completely honest, Kiper. I agree with you on most things, but one thing I don't agree with you on, and I'm hoping we get to the 7th round pick, because that's the guy I'm really excited about.
Muwafa.
That's the guy I'm really kind of like, ooh, did you just steal one? But Blue with back to Blue. Blue is that home run punch. Blue can catch out of the backfield. Blue is a special talent, but he's gonna be that scat back. He's gonna be that third down back. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised you stick him on special teams and see him return run for a tub while you give Cavante some relief during preseason or something.
It looked like he got some hands out the backfield, too.
He does. He does. He can catch.
Down the field. Not just down the field.
No, he can catch. He got hands for sure.
He got some feet on him, too. That boy can fly.
Yeah,
21. The Cowboys picked a running back. So what did you think? Because I know in our WhatsApp chat I was just texting Blue. I was like, thank you, Lord. So what did you think, man, when the Cowboys drafted?
Man, if I could have that music, right? It was a good sign, man, to see, you know, what we all thought we should have got earlier, but you know, I mean, what better than to hear from Rue? You know, this man, you know, lives and breathes Texas, right? So, you know, it's a good pick. I like it. He looks shifty. You know, he can catch from the backfield, and we all know we like those catching backs, right? So, I'm excited. He looks shifty, man. He's kind of, you know, little Tony Pollard vibes.
Yeah, he do kind of remind you of Pollard in a way,
right?
I mean, that's kind of what he is, man. He's that scat back. He is that guy that you can use in certain situations, red zone situations. He's a touchdown magnet. I'll tell you that right now. He had 6 passes he had 6 receiving touchdowns. He had like 8 or 9 rushing touchdowns throughout the year, and I don't even think that includes the playoffs. Like he can score. He's a touchdown magnet. That's one thing he can do.
And that's one thing we love, scoring.
Yes, scoring.
That's going to be our need.
Something exactly.
Yeah. Mike A, man, what did you think about Blue, baby?
I love the name. First of all, because that's going to be a good jersey to have. Coming from Texas, it's crazy how they foreshadowed getting him first, and then I'm sorry, you got to tie him with the other running back that we got. Because they're peanut butter and jelly, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one's chunky peanut butter, I swear. But let's get to the smooth, cool jelly. I don't know what kind of jelly you like. Strawberry jelly, grape jelly. I'm a grape jelly guy. You know, how it goes smooth on the bread. It's smooth on the bread, right? It tastes. This kid looks smooth. 5'9". He runs a 4.3 40. Shifty as hell, and what I'm seeing is he could catch the ball downfield, not just these little swing passes. There's not the swing passes. You could get him on a circle route up the field, and yes, he's 5'9", but that's a good thing too because he's gonna get lost. You know who's the smallest lineman on our team right now?
Who?
Terrence Aluminum. And Terrence Aluminum is the smallest dude, so he's gonna get lost in all that big ass in front of him. It's my comparisons that I see, and you're gonna laugh, is G-String stealing Joseph Randall. If you remember Joseph Randall, he was a home run. He just wasn't. He was shitty off the field, but when he would relieve DeMarco would get 8 of them at a time. This kid would make those 8 and make them to 20-yarders. And if we're going to be opening holes, that's what we're going to see, baby. Let's go. And this ties into the peanut butter, the chunky peanut butter that we're gonna see later on. I love his name. I love how fast he is. And yes, we were a crackhead waiting for the dealer on the street, and then the dealer kept passing by. Dealer, it wouldn't come through. And then our crack got to us, and then we got our running back crack, and I love it, baby.
How did we get to here? How did we get here?
We not condone
Because everybody was honoring. Everybody.
What 21 said? What 21 said?
What he said? What
does not condone any illegal activities or use of drugs.
Well, the thing was, everybody was itching. Everybody had that running back itch. Like, we need a running back, and then we were getting upset at these picks. One person in particular. I'm gonna say his name, but he's on that side. He's on that side, and we got our running back crack, and we're gonna run the crack out this ball.
Stupid as hell. All right. So we didn't have a number 4 pick, and we still pissed off about it. But we went to the 5th round.
M-I-N-G-O.
And then we decided, hey, we need a linebacker too. So who is the linebacker replacing this time? We picked Shamar James. Shamar James from the University of Florida, man. Let's check out Shamar James, man. Kuiper, break him down for us, man. What did you think about Shamar, brother?
He's quick and fast. He's more like a hybrid safety, smallish linebacker, but he breaks really well in coverage. He's gonna be the coverage specialist. Honestly, that's what I see him as in the linebacker room. Maybe another version of Overshawn. Honestly,
he kind of got Overshawn built, don't he? He got that tall, lanky speed guy. Rue, what you think about James, man? Because another guy we were replacing. Think about, because Overshawn is not going to be ready until what they said, November.
Yeah,
was it
if that?
If that? So
Yeah.
is this a replacement for Overshawn?
I mean, to call him a replacement, I don't know. I'd love to see them next to each other. I'll tell you that much when he comes back. But at the end of the day, this is a run stopper. This man is all over the run. His highest grades on anything was on his run stop defense. He's what we needed, right? In terms of what we did in this draft, we got our pass rusher in the 2nd, and then we went and got us a run stopper in the 5th. And if you look at the rest of them, we concentrated on the run throughout the rest of this draft, and he was the start of it.
Okay, 21. We got a linebacker, man. What you think about it?
I like it, big fella. He looks fast. He looks quick on his feet. Rue said he's a run stopper, and what have we been wanting for these past seasons is stop that run, right? So love it, and hope we get to see him. I'm excited to see all these guys in preseason, man.
Yeah, you can't wait to see him. But I think what the Cowboys are doing. Have you noticed something, man? Our team speed is getting better.
Yeah,
and these you notice the team speed has gotten a little better, especially with Blue, with James, and with Donovan on the edge.
As a Raku.
And Chevron Rebel Jr. Man, we're getting speed here, man. We getting a little speed going on. Mikey, what did you think about James getting picked at linebacker?
Exactly right, big fella. We're going to these hybrids. Like even Overshawn was a little undersized, but his speed made up for beating linemen to the spot, beating them to the punch, finding the angles, and coming from a big school again, seeing the best of the SEC. I like it. And if anything I like is the depth. Let's stack our depth. That's what was great. That's about what's great about any team. Our depleted depth last year was very bad, especially like at our edges and stuff. And you could see it. That's who we have there. We had to move guys to play different positions. No, I want a linebacker playing linebacker, and that's all that happens and contributes to the linebacker room, our depth. So I'm not gonna say like I know the kid, but what I'm seeing right now on my big screen up here, He played in the SEC, played for a blue blood program, and he knows the standard. And he's at a blue blood program now. So it's just making our room just a little more packed.
Yeah, I like it because I like it because I knew Overshown was gonna be out a while. God, man, Godspeed for him, man. That's Overshown is my favorite player on the Cowboys. He's my absolute favorite, and he's just been getting
hands down.
Just bad luck. It's just bad luck, and I just want this kid to be healthy for the next 10 years, okay? Because he has basically like Hall of Fame tendencies, you know. He has Hall of Fame tendencies. I'm not saying he's going to the Hall of Fame, guys. So anybody's like, "No, what are you talking about?" I'm not saying that. I said tendencies. Okay.
Hey, doesn't Rue look like a golf hustler, like a golf shark with those damn glasses on and that hat on? Like he's over there just swindling Michael Jordan for like $2 million.
Hey man,
I'm like that dude that said that during camp, man. I'm Tiger wish he could, not Tiger Woods, bro. I forget what player that was. There was a player who said that, but that's like perfect.
Man, so now this is a player that I had no knowledge about. Okay, we picked the offensive tackle on in the 6th round. Kuiper, what do you know about him, brother?
I know that he's the right tackle first and foremost. And
Cornelius.
Honestly, that Oregon's tackles weren't that good this year. He's gonna be a project for damn sure. He's a decent athlete from what I was able to dig up on him, and he has good mirror, a little good footwork, but his technique needs a lot of work.
Okay. Now, Rue, we did. I know we were talking about damn offensive line, especially at the tackle position. Especially at the tackle position. So, do you think he's going to be a project? What do you think, man, about Cornelius?
So, I mean, it's got to just be depth at this point. And it's terrible because I should know this, but what side is he on? Is he right or left? I'm assuming it's right.
Right tackle, baby. Right tackle.
So at the end of the day, he's got a shot. I mean, that's how I feel about right tackle right now. That spot to me is open. Terrence Steele's on notice. That spot to me is not. There is no starter in that spot. You can put out all the mocks you want. You can put out all the depth charts you want. I don't care. We ain't seen the start of this O-line until I see the depth chart on September 9th or 10th or whatever the hell day it is. Until I see it on that day, I don't know who my right tackle is.
Yeah, big fella. I'm waiting for the video.
Damn, bro. That was some movie shit. Is that him on the end?
Yeah.
He took 4 down the field like 10 yards. 15
yards. There you go. Look at he's still carrying his block. He's still carrying his block. But look how he sealed that. He sealed that.
At the end of the day, good O-line depth. As somebody said it earlier, I can't remember who, but we saw a rotation in this O-line like we'd never seen before, and to have the depth. And at the end of the day, bottom line, I trust this organization when it comes to O-line draft picks. I just do. They hit more than they miss. And if this kid in the 6th round turns out to be my next right tackle, hell, all more power to him. I'll be happy as shit.
Yeah, so he was an Oregon Duck. So the Ducks had a real good season until they ran against Ohio State the second time and got their ass mollywopped. But yeah, he's a big right tackle, man. Is he gonna compete with Aluminum?
Oh my bad, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Is he gonna?
He looks like he has some good feet. He looks like he has very good feet.
Yeah. So hey, man, because I honestly didn't know much about the kid, you know, because I didn't watch much Oregon football. So I'm not going to even sit there and say, hey, I know all about Oregon football. But, you know.
They say last season he gave up 4 sacks and only 35 pressures on 1,466 blocking snaps. That's his career 4 sacks.
those are good. Those are good stats.
I'm about to say 1,466. That's his career. I thought it was the year.
Never mind.
But those are good stats.
That's crazy.
There's nothing to sleep on for somebody that he has, there's some people that don't measure out. There's some people that, don't have the body length, but there's gamer ass motherfuckers. And you guys know that. A gamer is a gamer. And if he's going to be a camp body and be to compete, and the way our new culture is, it's just good for our football team.
All right, now this is who Rue wants to talk about. In the 7th round, I was happy too, Rue, and let me tell you why I was happy. What have we been saying for the last 3 years? The Cowboys need a fire hydrant in the middle of the offensive line. Somebody 330, 335, right there, snapped in the middle, and you can't move them. So,
And he's tonguing.
tell us about the great Jay Tuai, right? Ain't it Tuai?
I think so. This dude is 6'2", 342 pounds. That
Say what?
is a nose tackle. That's really what you're drafting for, man. Great. He's a really good run stopper. He doesn't have the tools yet for the pass rush, but this guy is an absolute beast in the middle. Really stout and has good leverage to him.
Yeah. See, you see in the double team, Mozzie always on skates. This man here.
No, you ain't catching him off like that.
Hey, the first thing when I heard about him, who did I instantly go to? What's my man in Tampa Bay? That played
Vita Vea.
Vita Vea.
You can give me half of Vita Vea. Give me half of Vita Vea. I'm happy. I'm happy because it take everybody on the line to block Vita Vea. So 21, we got a big boy in the middle. 21.
See that?
Big boy 21. Think about the big boy from UCLA.
Hey, big fella, we've been preaching on running and stopping that run, right? And here it is. We got the guy to do it, man. Big dude too. This wall is only getting bigger.
Mm-hmm. He got pretty good feet for that big boy too. And you see him get out there?
He did.
Yeah, it's great feet. He doesn't give up on any of these plays. He's down the field on the screens. He's getting the comeback. Like he has a motor. I'm looking at this kid's motor. He's taking up 2 blocks. He's not getting pushed back. That's all I'm seeing. That he's not getting pushed back. He's keeping his integrity, and he doesn't give up on the play. The biggest thing that I see that while I saw him, now I'm looking at his video is that it's just depth, another guy to put in. Maybe Mozzie's better with 17 snaps, or it's just depth, just more guys. Solomon Thomas, just rotate these dudes, wear down these guards and these centers, and keep our guys fresh. And that I applaud our front office once again. This is a great pick, and it's not bad to have a Tongan or a Hawaiian anytime in any football team, man. So this is great.
As long as we get one of them.
We need them. We already have Luafel. That's just a little pineapple. Now we're getting half the pineapple.
Racist ass. I'm gonna tell you something.
I'm not racist. I just know what it is to win football games.
Oh man.
We need that gumbo. We need a little bit of menudo. Now we got some pineapple. Beautiful. This is what makes this show great.
But Mikey, all jokes aside, man, I agree with you. Because man, some of the toughest people in the world are the Polynesian people. And when you
straight.
When you put them in the middle, oh my God, it's just something about them, man. They're tough guys, man. So I am really happy. So then the Cowboys did something, Rue, we decided that we wanted to do in our mock drafts. we doubled up on running backs. we doubled
Beautiful.
Up. So I'm gonna start with Kiper first, though. Kiper, what do you think about Phil Mafah, the running back from the University of Clemson?
Big dog running back, man. 6'1", 234, and he rushed for 2,000 yards, 21 touchdowns the past 2 seasons. That's only in 2 seasons, man. That dude's fucking huge, and he's his size too. He's really quick. He gets low to the ground every single time that he's trucking somebody over. He knows how to play with that low center of gravity. I like it. I really hope that they find a way to play running back by committee, because right now, you tell me that there's Javonte Williams, Jaden Blue, and Phil Mafah. All 3 of them together, I think, could do some damage.
All right, man. You making me feel, hey, I'm ready to go hit somebody now. Shit. Rue, what you think about Phil? I love his last name. Mafah.
I'm super excited about this pick because I think we got the exact 1-2 tandem that I was hoping that we would get. Now, obviously, in the mock, I was looking at Vastul I can always butcher his name, Bastoon, and then Taj Brooks. But when you're looking at this, Phil Mafah 6'1", 232. Now, anybody that's watching this is going to look at me and go, well, what happened against Texas in the playoff game on that 4th and 1 play? Hey, man, sometimes our O-line's just bigger, our D-line's just bigger than your O-line. But it happens. That shit happens. But
let it go.
But Phil Mafah is a very talented player, and I think that when you talk about running power, yeah, I'm excited to see this kid run some power. And I feel like you man, there's a great chance that we just got a steal in the 7th round. If you look at the 6th and the 7th round, or the last 2 7th round picks, when it comes to our D tackle that we just got, and this kid Mafah, bro, we got some guys that could even make their way into the rotation. Like, yeah. And not only that, with Mafah, you might have your starter, and you might have stole him in the 7th round. You might be looking at the next Isaiah Pacheco, but the 6'1", 230 version of him. Running behind this O-line with that kind of size, I love the combination with Blue as well. I mean, you got the scat back, and you got the perfect 1-2 punch. It's a beautiful combination, and I really think it's something that we might have, run into some the diamond in the rough type shit, if you know what I'm saying.
21, we got another running back. 21, we got a running back, another one. Now I look like we're going with Thunder and Lightning, man. What you think about the big boy Phil Mafah?
I don't know, man. This guy kind of reminds me of me back in my days, man.
He does.
6'1", 6'1", really?
We gotta shave that off. We gotta shave.
He said, he talking about style, Mikey. He talking about style.
Style, Mikey. But
I'm sorry, Bob. I love you.
He's a big body dude, and he can run, man. I love it, man. I mean, we preach running back, and we got some running backs, and I'm man, with Rue and Kai Praise, he gave me shit. I'm excited to see this dude. I'm hoping he's at day 1, 2nd, 3rd. I'll even take 1st. Let's see.
Hey, 21. I know, man. When Kuiper was talking, I was like, "Fuck, man, where's my fucking helmet, man?
Yeah,
let's go block for somebody, man. Let's get in the damn end zone, man." Hey, but look, I'm really happy. I was shocked that they double up on running backs. I really was. I didn't think they would. I know when we did our last mock, we did double up on running back, and I was looking for the kid from Texas Tech, Brooks. But hey, Phil wasn't even on my radar, man. And just looking at highlights are highlights. You know how that is. It's the best plays of their season and everything like that. But if the kid can get 10 carries a game, Blue get 10 to 15, and Oh, well, I'm drawing a blank with the other running back. We just signed.
Javonte.
Yeah, if he gets 10, think about it. We always said Dak Prescott is better when we do what? When we run the ball. When he throws the ball over 30 times, what happens? Okay, so we want this though. We want this. So, Mikey, any last words on Phil before we move on to our last pick of the draft?
Well, like I got to double down in our room. Do you feel better about you guys this running back room? I feel I'm content with it. I'm like I know what I got.
We won't know until camp. Like we won't
Yeah.
know until camp. We got to get through preseason. I want to see somebody do something in special teams. I want to see somebody run the ball consistently. Like there's a lot of depth on this O-line for the preseason to be successful as a running back, and they got to shine in the preseason.
Well, and back to where Moaffa comes, he has a lot of experience. I know Clemson has fallen off, in the last 4 years, but he's around big talent, plays big games, and like you said, he has a nose for the end zone. What's the reoccurring theme with our two picks? They know how to score.
Yeah.
Find the damn end zone, and you got a line in front of you. Let's go. I love our running back. We have 9 running backs on our roster if you really look at it. But
Damn, we got
this is we have 9 running backs. So don't sleep on Lukey. Don't sleep on Bond. But I like our new guys. And I like our room, and I like that they tried. Now, is the biggest issue is our wide receiver, and I believe that's the next thing going up.
Yeah. No, because we didn't draft the wide receiver. Remember?
Now we were promised. We were promised a big trade.
I was segueing
during or after the draft.
I was segueing into rumblings, but no, hold on, that's fine.
Well, this is our last pick. Our last pick of the draft. Tommy, a King Bitso. I'm guessing. Kaiba, what do you know about Tommy?
And not much, honestly. I know that he's 6'4", 306. He's versatile enough to be put around everywhere. He's not going to be the true nose tackle, but he's going to be hopefully a good rotation piece, man. I just think adding anybody to that DT room is good right now.
I'm telling you, I think the statement I made a couple shows back about I don't think Mozzie may make it out of training camp. Have you noticed we drafted 2 big boys in the middle? Have you
Oh,
noticed
geez,
that?
dude, that's crazy.
Because Adigizua just signed his contract. He ain't going nowhere, right? And we just drafted 2 big boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling
That
you,
D tackle spot's up for grabs, man.
Y'all think the big fella don't know what he be talking about. But look, bro, they gotta stop the run up the middle. Because they gotta let our linebackers run free to make tackles.
Exactly.
If you can't stop them getting the offensive lineman getting to the second level, they're gonna run all over your ass. Speaking from experience, being an offensive lineman, if we reach the second level and we block the second level, we getting 7-8 yards a pop. And that's what was happening against the Cowboys. And the Cowboys decided, let's go get some beef. So we'll start with you, Ru. What you think, man? Another defensive tackle off the board.
That defensive tackle spot is wide open. Whoever's looking at playing next to Oso Digizua, it's wide open. I don't care what round you came in. I've said this before. I'll say it again. Give me the best dude. I don't care where. I don't care how much they get paid. I don't care what round they got drafted in. Give me the best dude. And if this guy's the best dude, let him in the mix. Let's see what he can do. I mean, when you look at him, right, he's a Terrapin, Big Ten football, which is very competitive football. It's probably the next best division next to the SEC. Some can make the argument it's better than the SEC as a whole. You can make that argument, but it's I don't know if I'd agree with that, but I said you can make the argument. But the bottom line is, it's a position of desperate need for this team. And if you look, every single defensive piece after the edge, run stop, run stop, run stop, run stop. Everybody, from the linebacker to all the D tackles, they're all run specialists. So somebody's taking that spot, and we'll see who it is. My guess is it's oh my God, what's his name? The Hawaiian dude from UCLA.
Oh, Jay.
Toya.
My guess is that it's him because, bro, if like you said, if he turned into Vita Vea, boy, I'm happy as a pig in slop, boy. I'm telling you right now, I'm happy as shit.
I ain't asking for much. I just want half of Vita Vea.
Just half. Give me half of Vita Vea.
Give me four Vita Vea plays. 4 Vita Vea plays, like 4 of them. But no, all it does, he's a Terp, like you said. It's from another big school. He saw the Michigans. He saw the Ohio States. He saw the Penn States. Like, I like what our philosophy was and the guys that we're getting. I can't say that enough. This is all depth. Who knows? It's a long shot for maybe this kid get the team, but we've seen a Ratliff get from a 7th round to get this. Who knows? But depth is always good, and it's always good for camp because competition breeds winners.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Boots. 21. We got another big boy at the one. What do you think about it, man? Because how I feel. I love my Michigan boy, but I've been very, 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 very critical of Mozzie. So what are the Cowboys saying here?
They're putting Mozzie on notice, man. They're putting Mozzie on notice with the 7th rounder, and they're letting him know, look, this is where we're going. We got to stop this run. One thing last season that we saw was the I guess the comeback of the running back. In a sense, right?
Yeah.
Last year, we saw the season before we saw the fall and the running back, and then last year, whole Saquon and we kind of saw the uprise again of the running back, right? So Cowboys are getting ahead of themselves. They're getting ahead of the curve. They're making this wall big because we need to stop that run. We've known that we've had problems with this for years. We gotta address it, and here it is. So it's Mozzie. You gonna step up, or you gonna be in the back? So
you're gonna step out the door,
right?
You're gonna be with the
and you bring up a perfect thing. 21. You're bringing this up perfect. Are we drafting to match up with the Eagles? Is that what we're doing?
It's
or to beat them? I think that philosophy is right on.
Yes, I mean you're at the end of the day you want to be the Super Bowl champs, right? So you got to beat the Super Bowl champs, and they're in our division. We saw how they're running back, how that one move made a whole difference, and we got to compete, and that's stopping that, man. And we've never had big games against us, which is good, right? But it's always good to plan ahead.
Well, I'm putting Mozzie on notice too, because if he don't come out, he gonna be like on the Arlington Renegades with Taco Charlton. So shit, he better come on with it. So
Super Bowl champion Taco Charlton.
So let's get a final grade from our player personnel director, man. What is your grade for the Cowboys draft?
I give it a B+, honestly, because to me the where the value really came from was rounds 2 and 3. Those were A rounds to me. The value of an offensive guard in the first top 15 rounds, it's still not that good, but it fits the scheme. Now the 5th and on, those rounds are really hard to grade, but it remains to be seen if they become steals. But yeah, I said B+. All
right, Rue, what is your grade?
My grade is an A-. because I believe that we're going to get 4 to 5 starters out of this draft. I think that there's a definite potential to get 4 to 5 starters out of this draft. I think all top 3 are definitely in the mix. You throw Blue in there, and with the combination of Maffa and one of these D tackles, and even the linebacker spot, especially if we're going to throw in, used more than 50% of the time in the rotation, we've got 4 to 5 different makers out of this draft, and I do believe that. So I give it an A-, because if you can hit 50% of the picks, you're doing a damn good job. I don't care who you are as an organization. If you can create 5 difference makers out of a draft where you had 10 picks and the bulk of them were in the back half of the draft, I'll take that all day, every day, twice on Tuesday.
All right, 21. What was your grade on the Cowboys draft?
I did a TikTok earlier. If you guys haven't checked out my TikTok, go check it out. Right, but I'm sticking with the A-. I think that we had a great draft, right? After the fact that, but I think like the majority of Cowboy fans, we were expecting to see that home run hit, I guess, at the beginning, right? We wanted a big receiver, a big running back, right? I'm excited with what we got, but to me, I guess the minuses were we definitely need a receiver, and we didn't address that. So that's my minus right there.
All right. So I'm gonna let Mikey go last. So mine is a passing grade, but you just getting that passing grade. C.
All right.
Damn it!
Wow. And let me explain, because that's why I want Mikey to go last. Let me explain. I understand everything Ruth said. I understand what Kuiper said, and I definitely understand what 21 said. But until we get help at the wide receiver position, and we're segueing to that, Mikey, because you did that. Until we get help, you could double team CD. We can't run the ball every fucking play. We cannot. So that's the only reason they're at an average grade for me. Okay, I can accept they took a guard. Okay, that's cool. But when you don't even address the wide receiver position, you don't even address it in the draft, that's a problem for me. Mikey, what is your grade?
Man, it's so hard to please. But I get it. I get where you're coming from, but just for the draft's sake. For the draft's sake, I'll go A+ as well. Actually, the real Mal Kiper gave him an A+ as well. So that's funny that our Kiper said the same one, but it's not a total A, but it's something that I'm very, very satisfied with in all aspects of this draft. So for how it landed and how it fell, and we did get a wide receiver in this draft, sir. We did. That 4th round pick, his name is M-I-N-G-O. 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 Mingo was his name. Oh.
I guess the big fella didn't like our rendition.
Well, I'm just saying, but that pick is actually Mingo. So they do have a wide receiver in this draft.
We did, yeah. You're right about that, right? We gave up that 4th round pick.
Well, that 4th round pick sucked.
Give him all season with Dak, but I get what you mean, big fella. But you said we didn't address wide receiver this draft. Not unnecessarily. That's not completely true, because that 4th round pick is M-I-N-G-O. M-I.
Hey, I am curious to know. This. if because it's not over yet, right? I mean, obviously the draft is over. What we got is what we got.
No, and then segue to that because
if you get to a point where we get Keenan Allen, or we go out and we
do you have a banner for this?
And we trade for George Pickens.
Are we having a banner for this, or we're just talking about it like this?
I'm just throwing it out there. If they can,
well, no, the thing is that's the next topic.
Okay, then that's what we're talking about. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just saying.
Are we falling in the pothole? Are we falling in the pothole and doing it clunky, or we're posing the banner?
Number one,
that's what I'm
was
talking about.
Asking Chris, how would you feel, Chris, if they got Keenan Allen, or they traded for a George Pickens, or they picked up a wide receiver, or they made a big splash trade and did something like that and brought in like they did with Amari Cooper, and they did and they do that? What happens then? Are you gonna be? Are you good with it at that point? Where it's like, all right, cool, they got the veteran presence, they brought him in the building, even if it's a guy like Keenan Allen, which is why I'm throwing wide spectrum, wide net out.
Well, the thing is, all right, cool.
In the basement.
Okay, Harris from the 4 Star Telegram is saying that the Cowboys are entertaining talks for a wide receiver. They were entertaining the trade for George Pickens. They have these guys in. That's why I wanted to do it like that. But yes, it's in the air already, and that's what's happening with our front office right now, Chris.
The whole George Pickens thing, was that during the draft?
Yeah, it was.
According to Jane Slater, that's in the air right now. It's in the air right now. But like how Rue said, they are entertaining Amari Cooper again. And you know what? I wouldn't have a problem with that, because his best years were with Dak Prescott. He's a little more humble. He is not the number one anymore. He'll be a solid Y to whatever CD, because CD is the star now. But I'm sorry, big fella. And yes.
No, you're not sorry, because you wouldn't shut the up. Anyway.
Well, you should have had the banner. We should have had the banner.
Look. We'll discuss off the air. Anyway, to answer your question, Rue, that you asked me 3 hours ago,
there you go.
I would feel a little better, okay, because they're making an effort to address an issue that we have, okay. But until they address that issue, I'm dissatisfied with what happened over the last 3 days in this off-season period, you know, because we got, hey, Ruben, this is my whole thing, and everybody can chime in on this, but this is just me. And until we go all out like the Eagles go all out and the Commanders go all out to get these top players on our team so we can be competitive again and stay healthy, dude, we just spinning our wheels. We're going to be in 3rd and 4th place again, because the Giants got hell of a better too, even though they didn't get the quarterback we thought. That was a different topic. That's another show on Tuesday night. But anyway, I just gotta see it. You know, when you hear about rumors in the NFL, it I don't pay attention to it until I actually see it, till it come true. You know, because God forbid, man, if they trade for Pickens from the Steelers, Christopher Todd Lee the first is screaming Super Bowl, and I never say Super Bowl.
You like Pickens? I don't like Pickens like that. I don't like Pickens like that,
bro. You don't like him like that because they ain't had no fucking quarterback in 3 years in Pittsburgh. It's a quarterback in Dallas that can actually throw him the ball. It's a quarterback in Dallas can throw him the ball. Okay. In Pittsburgh, he's double covered because he was the only thing they got. Okay. Well, now they got my man from Seattle. Metcalf. So to answer your questions right now, I'm indifferent. But if they get a Pickens, and even if they get Amari Cooper, I'm fine with Amari Cooper, because you saw how Dak performed when Amari Cooper came, right? The whole offense changed. Remember, we went in the season, didn't have no damn wide receiver. They went and go get Amari Cooper. The whole fucking offense changed. The whole offense changed. So that's to answer your question.
But Keenan Allen, what about Keenan Allen? What that's another name that's been thrown around. I know he's not exactly fifth gear Keenan Allen, but he's savvy. He's very savvy, and what he brings is just another body. But what do you think about him?
He didn't look good it was Chicago last year, wasn't it? It was Chicago. I mean, with a rookie quarterback, he did as much as he could. He's a great veteran receiver. I mean, hell, we had your steak bet on the team. Shit, he better than steak bet.
Fuck yeah.
So
that got hurt. That got hurt, and it should have been like, you know what? With the circumstances, Mike, it should have been, but whatever.
So, Kevin, what do you think about these rumors?
I honestly don't see Pittsburgh trading Pickens. I know that they got DK, but I think that the reason that they got DK was to always pair him up with Pickens. But that it's gonna be some veteran wide receiver. I really don't like Keenan Allen and the Dallas Cowboys offense because his skill sets are basically on par with CeeDee Lamb's. And he's an older version of CeeDee Lamb, honestly. The slot receiver that has great route running, I think they need to find somebody with either a big body wide receiver or a speedy wide receiver. Somebody to take off the top.
Hey, my brother is a little jealous because he's bald-headed and I got luscious, long, beautiful hair. How we fighting at the funeral over my hair? I was like, bro, I can't because all this shit. Anyway, 21.
There's other measurables you could probably win at.
Yeah, 21. Is there any veteran receiver? Are you interested in any of these guys that's rumored?
Honestly, I'll be honest, out of all of them, I would go with Pickens if the rumors were true, right? Just because Pickens is young. He's a big body. I like Amari, but Amari gives me like Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
Right. It's just the nostalgia. But I mean, he was good when he was here. You know, I don't know how he would play out now, but if it was any of these guys, I would definitely entertain the whole George Pickens, but we'll see. I mean, maybe the Cowboys like Mingo.
Yeah. Can I ask you this though, 21? Now Cooper left because Jerry was mad at him. It wasn't because he declined in play.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we got the same Cooper that was here before, would you be happy?
Yeah, just because of what we saw when we got him that time around, that production went up. But is he really the same Amari Cooper? I mean,
I think so.
You had Jack Allen.
Absolutely
no. No, I think so because the year before with old boy the guy that was on the Ravens, what the hell's his name? Damn it, he's with the Browns now.
Flacco.
Oh, yeah. At the end of the year, he had a run with Flacco. All last year, it was all up in the air. Who is he with? And dude, you're gonna tell him to go in mid-season in Buffalo, like in Buffalo again, getting traded. I think he's just his attitude is shit. I don't think he had to do anything with anything physical. And yes, Jay was pissed because he refused to take the COVID shot, so he missed the Kansas City game where we lost 9-16 against the Kansas City Chiefs, right? And then he missed the Thanksgiving game, and that was the Anthony Brown game with the fucking three PIs for over 150 yards, right? That we barely lost by I forgot, it was like a single digit number, and Jay was pissed that he lost. Amari Cooper missed those two games because those two games would have made us the number 1 overall seed, and we would have never saw fucking San Francisco until later. Anyway, and another thing.
And you guys want to bring
Mike McCarthy didn't like Amari Cooper. Is Mike McCarthy here?
No.
But at the same time, going through a journey, Rue, makes you humble in life. And recognizing where your bread is buttered, and his bread was buttered by Dak Rain Dakota Prescott.
All right,
The Joe Flacco run at this point was 2 years ago. It wasn't last season. It wasn't this.
I know it was 2 years ago. Yeah, it was, and it was at the end.
If you can't get motivated to go win a Super Bowl with the Bills, I don't want you on my team.
But he was on the Browns the whole time.
I don't care. You literally got traded to the Bills so they could go win a Super Bowl. That doesn't motivate you? You want to bring this guy back? Really? Why?
Hey, dude, and it's crazy. And it's crazy, Rue.
Keenan Allen. I would rather have Jalen Tolbert than Amari Cooper right now.
Well, he had his shot and it didn't work. But check it, Rue. Check it, Rue. Everybody in the well, big fella and 21. Who was happy to see fucking Amari Cooper leave? Who would say fuck Amari Cooper more than anybody? Me of all fucking people. And for me to stand on the flag for Amari Cooper, I'm not doing that because you're against him. And it's not a fight to have a fight. I just look at the grand scheme of things and how things have played out and where we sit and how much money we're going to spend on the guy. Honestly, we're going to get him at a better price. He's familiar with my quarterback. He has tendencies with my quarterback, and he knows he's not the number one anymore. I just like the scenario.
He does bring that veteran presence too.
I'm not fighting with you about him overall. I just think it works. You know what I mean?
This is the same guy that called your quarterback the Black Kirk Cousins.
Allegedly.
Hey, big fella did that during the draft. Big fella just did that. Big fella just did that shit.
Oh my god!
Allegedly that I did it too.
Allegedly.
Either way, like it's always you can't just sit still for 10 seconds, can you? Like I swear, like if it's anything I gotta say, you gotta point it at somebody else. You can't just sit there. You can't. It's impossible. I tell you this, man.
No. I understand I understand. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I understand your argument, bro. I understand where it goes. Just go, bro.
Bro, all I'm saying is with Amari Cooper, it's just like 21 said earlier. We really bringing Zeke back? Come on, bro. Like, let's not do this again. Do something different. And to be honest with you, and let me just paint you a picture. I'm just gonna paint all of you a picture real quick. Let's say we get the run game back. Let's say the O-line is rebuilt. We're looking like 2015, 2016. You know, we got a young, fresh, brand new O-line, fresh out the box. And it's gelling and it's gluing, and we got a run game, and Dak's using the play action. Are you truly, based on what we saw at the end of last season without our quarterback, are you truly that upset with a great running back tandem that's getting 850 plus each, and maybe one of them's got like 300-400 receiving yards, and the other's got like $150? And then you're looking at it, and your offense is just gelling. Dak's just grooving down the field, and you've got guys like Jake Ferguson. You've got guys like Spanford. You got guys like Schoonamaker. You got guys like CD Lamb. You got guys.
Well, your picture's changing.
You got a guy like Jalen Tolbert.
Your picture's changing.
That they can't get the job done just because of last year and the fact that before last season they didn't produce what we wanted them to produce. If you
well, your picture's changing the whole initial question. The initial question is getting a wide receiver now. What do we need to fill that room? That's what your picture is doing. You're just negating
that was my whole point behind what I just did.
But we're trying to make big fella happy. We're trying to make big fella happy because it was initially after the draft. What are we doing about getting a wide receiver? So you don't think we need a wide receiver then, right?
And what I'm saying is, in the event that they don't make any moves, which we know this team is tended not to do anything and not to make moves, if I painted you that picture and you saw that run game successfully like that, do you think that you could get Jalen Tolbert to be what you need him to be and become like a Michael Gallup for this team? Could you see that happening with the squad that you have now? And who we haven't mentioned at all is Kevontae Turpin. Can Cavante take that next step and become that weapon that we need? And then you're looking at your offense, and you got all these tight ends. I've got Cavante Turpin. I've got Jalen Tolbert. I've got CD Lamb, and I've got a balanced, healthy, good O-line and a great run game.
So, like, if we lived in the land of, if we live in this land of this painted pictures, there's no red lights. Gas is fucking 50 cents on the gallon, right? In this picture you painted, in this world,
based on the draft, is that an unrealistic expectation? Based on the moves,
first of all, we need a true X. We need a true X to make Cavante Turpin work. We need a true X, and you know that. If you know football, you know that because we don't have a true X on the field. We don't. As much as Mingo is what it is, that's not what he does. So for Cavante Turpin to have the space to work in, we need a true X. Correct or not? Because you could throw all these guys. Hey, play Madden, bro.
With this, you're not good at the game means nothing.
I'm pretty damn good.
Just because you're not good at the game doesn't mean anything.
But I'm talking about football, and I know football. I coach this shit, bro. You need a true X for Cavante to work. You do. You actually do. For him to be off the line and be close to the slot, get what he did, or you even use a Texas route with him to get him one-on-one with the linebacker or whatever. But you need that X out there. We need another wide receiver, not with the guys. Yes, Jake Ferguson was a big deal. That concussion did fucking change who he was. Hopefully we get the same Jake Ferguson we had before, but we didn't have Dak there. I'm saying, and like we're talking about initially with the initial question about Big Fella being happy with the draft and being content with the draft, we need to get a wide receiver and not going to this picture you painted. No, we're talking about what's out there. So talk to me about what's out there, not having this perfect world where this is going to work.
All right.
Hit that vape one more time. Hit it one more time. Get clarity.
I just want to let everybody know I'm happy.
You bastard.
I'm happy. But
hey, I'm happy. Hey, my wife is like, wow. Whew, okay, deep breath. Hey, man, that's what happens in the barbershop, right? That's what
happens, bro. That's what happens.
Hey, hey, and you know what? That's why I love football, because the way we all think about the game is 5 different ways. Okay,
Yep.
In 5 different ways how we can get our team better, including the punk ass trick ass Cardinals. Even though we love Kuiper, we love ball. So, but it's just an opinion, and you know. We live with it. It's just a grain of salt with a grain of salt. So we're rocking at our 2-hour mark. So we're gonna do our final thoughts, man, and we're gonna leave our player personnel for last because he had a hell of a week. We gotta have his encore. I'll go first. We'll go in order, except for Kuiper. You'll go last, okay, brother? All right. My final thoughts, man, is like this: gave the Cowboys a C because I was disappointed in skill position players. That's all I was. I was just disappointed in that. I think if we fix it before the season start, I'll be content. And the big fella will be happy. I just want some help for CD. That's all I want, man, because I don't need CD hurt at the end of the year because Dak is going to throw it to him 1,000 times. I don't want that. Give him 1,000. Give him a 99. 999. Don't throw it to him 1,000. So that's where my disappointment lies. Rue, your final thought, baby.
You know, I guess the only thing that I really have is I'm happy with this draft. I don't know how I don't know what I don't know what we're gonna get out of it. At the end of the day, we have to see them play. Doesn't really matter what we say right here, right now. Got to see it perform on the field. But at the end of the day, I feel like we got a lot of value in a lot of different areas where we picked at. I do see what the big fella's hinting at in terms of the definition of insanity. We're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, because ultimately, at the end of the day, it is a lot of replacement players, but we had a lot of holes we had to fill. And I feel like the value that we got in those picks that really could turn out to be with some high potential. So at the end of the day, I'm happy about the draft, and I'm curious to see what's to come. But at the end of the day, I feel like this team is built much better than it was, and hopefully the injury bug doesn't hit us like it did last year, because last year it was devastating.
All right. 21, baby. 21, man. Give us your final thoughts, 21.
First of all, congratulations to all the draftees, right? To all the draftees, everybody that made it to NFL. I like this draft. This draft was great. If you guys didn't get a chance to check out our draft show, you guys should definitely check out next year's, or go back and watch the last two, because we got the player personnel, Mr. Kuiper, holding it down, and this man don't miss, right? But great draft. I'm excited to see these guys in preseason. I'm excited for this show, man. It's only gonna get better. It's gonna get bigger, So definitely stay tuned and tell your friends about us.
All right. Let's go. Mikey, give me your final thoughts, baby.
The draft, it has what, it covered a lot of what we need, and things that we wanted to what we need. And sometimes that gets mixed up even in our own lives. So I'm happy. I'm happy with the guys we got. I'm happy with the great value of guys that we got. And I believe that we're a better team after the draft than we were, at the end of the season, and that we're becoming a better team before our eyes. And the culture change is imminent. It's there. Same thing like with getting hiring this coach. At first we're now the dust is settled. We thought about it, and we see that our front office is really doing something. So I'm on board. Obviously, it's always the star, not the players. So I'm happy. So again, congratulations to Papas. Another successful draft, and we appreciate all the time and the research that you put in. I'm extremely proud of you. Just keep doing your thing, kid. Just keep doing your thing. Put up with your Cowboys.
All right. And last but not least, the player personnel director of the Cowboy Up podcast, Kuiper AZ, baby. Give us your final thoughts on this year's draft.
I got two things, man. One, to the Sanders family, you guys got what you deserved. First off.
Oh!
Because
came with the
my
flame.
God, dude, the way you guys handled that whole pre-draft process, being arrogant and a privileged nepo baby, that whole fucking time, I hated it. And I knew you were gonna slide, and you were not a first-round talent to be doing everything you did. You are not your father. You are not nearly as talented as Cam Ward, and you try to play as you were. Okay, that's first off. But secondly, as much as I didn't like you, and as much as I thought you think you're a bust, you did not deserve those phone calls, those prank calls. So whoever did that shit, you are a piece of shit. You were toying with the feelings of these boys. And it wasn't just him. It happened to so many draft picks, so many of these young boys who were excited the whole time, and who only were praying that phone call was real. Fuck you. Fuck you. Whoever did those.
Oh, man. I'm glad I related to him.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something, man. Once again, have y'all noticed somebody's coming into their own? Have y'all noticed this one person is coming to their own? Did you notice him? That dude, man, he is inspired. I wish there was a draft every month. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. Well, I don't know. He lets all these new Cardinal Cardinal contributors on TikTok be taking his time when he's the most talented. I'm just saying.
That's the discussion between you and him. We've already discussed that. Okay. But look, man, we appreciate everybody from joining us, from boots on the ground to the wife. Hey, baby, how you doing? Tavanya Lee, to my brother Ken was in here. Let's see who else was there. Ivan Sosa, of course, was in the joint. John Center was here. Oh man, everybody that joined us, man, we really appreciate everybody coming through, sharing a little time with the Cowboy Up podcast. But look, man, like the big fella always say, Dallas Cowboys for life.
Allegedly.
See y'all next time.
See what's up, Shady Sharp?
Let me give a big shout out to St. Louis Joe, bro, in the building. Always WWE Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him?
The loyalist. You got Cowboy Beat in the building.
The great Cowboy Beat.
Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. Excited.
Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction?
I see it.
Hey, man. Hey,
videos, dancing.
Hold on, player. Sometimes I screw up, player. You know, hey, man.
Players fuck up.
Hey, yeah, players fuck up sometimes. Yeah. This first day of pads. Say, man, you know, we all played, man. It's just something about that first day. Ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. Because now to me,
tomorrow tells the truth. Today was the truth, but tomorrow tells the truth.
This will tell you about I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. You know, I know we all co-hosts, but you know, I like to have a little quick monologue before we get into a subject. You know, your ass always got to spread shit and eating wings and
motherfucker sprint.
Calm down.
Calm down, Mikey.
Calm down, Mikey.
What you sprinting right now?
Yeah, we got a long show. We can go as long as you want to, man. So 21, what you got for Brock today, man?
Pleasure to meet you, Brock. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. Shout out to Brock, man. Welcome to the show. So hey, I got the hard hitting questions, so I got the controversial.
Yeah. You to come out with that Whataburger in and out, right?
We kind of keep it light, but big fella, I gotta hit him with Walter Cronkite stuff here.
Okay.
Drake or Kendrick?
See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never really grew up liking Kendrick like that, right? I've always been a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drake, but not like us. Like I was telling Terrence the other day, because Terrence is a huge Kendrick fan. I was like, not like us has me feel like a certain way, because I'm like sitting there like vibing to that song, but it's like this is Drake, you know, and I'm a Drake fan over Kendrick any day. So that's about the only Kendrick song I like. Yeah.
And remember, like, subscribe. You know, don't forget to like. You know, if you love us, tell your friends about us. Like.